On August 8, 2013, Brandon Lawson arrived at his home in San Angelo, Texas, where he lived with his girlfriend of 10 years, LaDessa Lofton. Between approximately 10:45 and 11 p.m., Lawson and Lofton argued. Lawson had not returned home the night before, and Lofton believed that he was on drugs at that time. Although Lawson had struggled with substance abuse, he had been clean for about 6 months. Lawson's brother, Kyle Lawson, later claimed that Brandon had taken methamphetamines shortly before his disappearance. At around 11:30 p.m., Brandon called his 3 a.m. on August 9th. Lawson called Kyle and told him he had run out of gas and was pulled over on us. Route 2, between San Angelo and Bronte, Texas. Kyle recalled that during the call, Lawson mentioned, 3 expletives are chasing me out of town, and later clarified that he meant the Mexicans in the neighborhood. Kyle asked if Lawson was hallucinating, and Lawson denied it. Kyle, along with his wife and 4-year-old child, drove to Lofton's house and retrieved a fuel container. As they were en route, they continued to make calls to Lawson, but he wouldn't hold a conversation, usually ending the calls after only a few sentences. At 12:50 a.m., Lawson called 911, which rang at a local nursing home in Robert Lee, Texas. He told the responder that he had run out of gas and needed the police. During the call, Lawson made several confused or incoherent statements, such as, "Yes, I'm in the middle of a field, inaudible, pulled some guys over right here going toward Abilene on both sides," and, "My truck ran out of gas. There's one car here. The guy's chasing me to the woods. Please hurry." Several minutes later, at 12:56 a.m., a trucker called 911 to report Lawson's truck, which was parked in a hazardous manner on the road. Between 12:50 a.m. and 1:15 a.m., Lawson received and made several calls with his brother, his girlfriend, his neighbor, and the 911 dispatcher. However, due to poor cell phone reception, many of these calls went straight to voicemail, and after 1:19 a.m., all calls to his phone went directly to voicemail. Around 1:18 a.m., Kyle called Lawson, who sounded out of breath and claimed he was bleeding. Shortly after 1 a.m., a sheriff's deputy arrived at Lawson's truck, but Lawson was not there. Kyle arrived at the truck around a.m. and was on the phone with Lawson, who told him, "I can see you, I'm right here," but neither the deputy nor Kyle could see him. At the time of his disappearance, Lawson had an active arrest warrant, and Kyle thought he may have been hiding from the deputy. After speaking to the officer, Kyle drove a short distance up the road and parked to wait for Lawson to appear. However, after about 30 to 45 minutes, he left. Kyle left the gas can in the back of Lawson's truck and returned to the truck around 5 a.m., only to find that Lawson had not returned. At around 8 a.m., the truck was towed. Following his disappearance, a local deputy organized a search party, which spent several hours investigating the area near Lawson's truck, but no signs of him were found. Friends and family of Lawson set up a Facebook page called Help Find Brandon Lawson, which, as of 2022, had over 26,000 likes. On February 4, 2022, Lawson's family reported on the Help Find Brandon Lawson Facebook page that a search party had located clothing identified as Lawson's near his last known location. The Texas Rangers subsequently conducted a search of the area and found human remains. On December 25, 2024, Brandon's wife, LaDessa, posted on the Help Find Brandon Lawson Facebook page that DNA results had finally returned a positive result for Brandon Lawson, confirming his death.